Hey traders! In this week's video, I'm gonna share with you guys, a great learning experience. How I was being very patient with my trades, but I end up missing 180 pips of profit. This week's video, I will talk about 4 setups that we spoke about last week. I will also preview 3 brand new setups that we can look to profit together next week. Last but not least, I will be holding my first ever webinar with you guys. The link and how to join the webinar details will be at the end of the video, so please do watch till the end. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. So you guys might be thinking, being patient in trading is very important and very critical in your success. But how did Terry stay patient but still end up losing 108 pips of profit? Yeah. So I just want to go through what I spoke about last week. It's all about continuity. Yeah. So for last week, I was telling you guys, in my video, the link is below in the description box. How I was thinking to buy this when the market opens on Monday. Yeah. So what happened eventually? Take a look. Bam! When it just opened, it just flew all the way up, hitting my profit target at 11950 along the way. Yep. So this is a trade which I missed out easily on 100 pips of profit. Yeah. How did this happen? Okay. You can actually check out my comments and my updates along the way. I was telling everyone, I see another RSI BAM that completed on Monday, and I was thinking, let's queue for one final retest. Let's be patient. Yeah, but I realized through my last 6 months of trading this RSI BAM strategy, many times, as long as there's a divergence in the RSI, you have a RSI BAM, which is the W shape going up to the 50 and coming down. This final retest, as long as it doesn't go below the previous low and it goes above the overbought zone, this can be a signal to just go long. And I've done at least 20 over trades on RSI BAM, and I've seen too many times where I miss out on profits because I was being too patient. Yeah. So going forward, whenever I see a RSI BAM setup near a low of a H4 channel or a triangle pattern, I will be taking the trade when the market opens and it goes above the overbought zone, oversold zone I mean. Yeah. So this is a lesson to share with you guys, and I hope that we can all profit together by learning from our own mistakes. Yep, so this is on Euro Yen. Okay, the next setup that I missed profits on is on Euro Dollar, which I posted just on Thursday. Yep, no, just on Friday. I identified a bullish shark pattern on Euro Dollar. I was waiting for a retest once again on the bullish shark pattern. But what eventually happened was that the market did not do a full retest down to 105 and it just flew all the way up. For this setup, I missed out on 80 pips of profit. Yep. Okay. 2 more setups that I talked about last week. I want to share with you guys one profitable trade that I've done and one loss that I've taken on my trade. Profitable setup is a setup on CADCHF, which happened 18 days ago. So this trade was a setup on CADCHF where I shorted on an ABCD plus a deep gut leg completion. So what happened was that after I entered the trade, it went sideways for the longest time ever before finally dropping. So it took me a total of 14 trading days before I hit, 14 days before I hit my profit target. Yeah. So a lesson to learn here is that harmonic setups, what we can do is that we can predict the price that the market will turn. But one thing that we cannot predict is how long it would take for the price to move. For some setups, it takes me just a few days or probably a few hours. Some setups can be like CADCHF, where it took me a total of 14 long days. So along the way, while you are in the trade, you can see the price going down, hitting about 100 pips of profit, coming back up, becomes 0, sideways 20-30 pips for the longest time. Yeah. So this is where your patience will be tested, and all I can say is that put in your stop loss and a profit target and leave it there. As long as it does not do a breakout where you try to draw a trend line over the top here, as long as it does not do a breakout above this trend line, we are still in the trade. Yep. Then so just be patient, and this trade we netted about 90 pips of profit over 14 days. Yep. Last but not least, I want to share dollar yen. Dollar yen. This is a setup where I lost 40 pips. Okay, so lesson to be learned here. This is a setup on a dollar yen where I shorted on a shark pattern. So this shark pattern, what I see is that it did a double top at a PRZ. This shark pattern is at the 113, the final extension level for a valid shark pattern. So I went in around 113.90, and my stop loss I set it at 114.30, and it just blew me out within a few hours after I entered the trade. Yep. So lesson to be learned here is that this is a setup where I actually was being very patient. I saw this divergence at a higher double top and a pattern completion. So this was a setup where I followed all my rules, but I still end up getting stopped out of this trade. But I can tell you that harmonic setups, to me, it is my hit rate is between 40 to 50%. Out of every 10 trades, I get 4 to 5 correct. But most of the time, I get 2:1 on my risk to reward, and that's how I continue to stay profitable. Yep. So losses are part and parcel of trading, and if you want to avoid losses, I suggest that you quit trading and do not trade, because losses will come along every once in a while, and it's pretty normal. What's more important is that you cannot control the market, but you can control your own risk management. How many percent are you willing to lose every single trade, and what are the signals that you want to watch out for before you execute your trade? Yeah. So this is a loss that I've taken, and it's just a good learning experience that I want to share with you guys. So enough about the review last week. I want to preview 3 setups that I think might happen next week, and I've posted them on my TradingView. The link to my TradingView is posted in the description box below. If this is the first time you're watching my video and you find it informative and useful, please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll be giving you guys great trading tips on harmonic patterns every single week. Okay, for next week, the first setup I want to talk about is on dollar Swiss. So what happened on dollar Swiss on Friday is that it has completed a bearish shark pattern. Yep, to sell at around 1.0080. Yep. So after the completion of this pattern, I feel that I think that dollar Swiss will continue dropping in the next week. On Friday next week there's NFP. So before NFP happens, I'm thinking there might be news of delayed rate hike or whatever. I expect the dollar to weaken next week. So for next week, how to trade the dollar Swiss is that I'll be waiting to buy right below at 98.50. If you guys have to trade early week, what I suggest is to wait for any kind of a retest back into the 1.01 level, around the 1.01 zone, for a short. Yeah. And if you manage to get in on a short at 1.01, I would suggest that you guys can hold on to your shorts to take profit around 98.50 to 60, where a bullish sharp pattern will complete here. I'm still bullish on dollar in the longer term for 2017, but short term I think that it's trading in a range, and I will not be shocked if it comes down and goes to the low of this channel again to buy around 98.50. Yep. So to read more of my analysis, please do click on my post. Yep. The second setup I'm going to talk about this week is on CAD yen. Okay, CAD yen. It has been respecting this ED channel on the equidistant channel on the 4-hour chart for the past 3 months. So for next week, I expect price to bounce off the low of the channel and go up to the high. So it's only when it hits the high around 86.90 to 87, this is where I'll be looking out for signals to go short. 2 signals that I often use and it's very useful is a pin bar and also engulfing a candlestick reversal at the top of the zone. So either it comes here and shows you some weakness where you can execute a short, or it just does a very strong breakout above this zone, and that's when this channel has been violated, and we are looking to long the CAD yen upon any retest. Yeah, so this is how I'm going to trade the CAD yen. Pattern wise, there's no pattern right now that could complete, but I do not rule out a potential bad pattern setup that could complete next week. Yeah, so that's how I'm going to trade the CAD yen. Last but not least, I want to talk about Kiwi dollar. Okay, Kiwi dollar just completed the ABCD pattern on the H4. This is on the H4 pattern, and this pattern has completed on Friday. So what I'm gonna do is that likely on Monday, I hope that the price does not gap up and I'm able to get in very close to 0.7. So there are two scenarios that can happen. One is that I'll just buy the open when I wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. Else is if there's a gap, I hope that you will fill the gap before I go in to buy. This pattern is, I'm bullish on this. I'm bearish on the dollar. I'm bullish on everything against the dollar. So next week, early week, I look forward to making some profit on Kiwi dollar, and this on the ABCD pattern. The stop loss and profit target is all here. Yep, and I hope that you guys can profit with me together on this. Okay, I'm done with my preview. Next up, I'm gonna talk about two events that's gonna happen next week, and I hope that you can join me in these events. Okay, so first up is a webinar that I'm gonna conduct for all my clients all around the world. So this is the first time I'm doing a webinar that is open to everyone that's in my mailing list that's watching this video. You know, last week I asked you guys if you want me to do a webinar, and you guys have spoken. I have responded, and this is a 1-hour webinar that is going to happen on Wednesday Singapore time between 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if you're interested, I've put the link below. Just click on the link and register, and the webinar link to connect to me, I'll release it just 1 hour before the event happens. So please check your mailbox if you have registered, and I hope to see you there, where I will be sharing with you guys, you know, some setups that might happen anytime next week. And you know, this webinar is catered for 30 packs. I have some restriction on my free account. Yeah, and so if you're interested, please do register early, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Last but not least is a live seminar in Singapore conducted by my partner Boon Hui. So Mr. Boon Hui is my partner who is from prop firm in the past, and this is a seminar that will be held live. It will be brought to you by KGI Securities and Harmonic Forex. So if you are residing in Singapore, and you know, you want to hear us speak live on how we can use harmonic patterns to help you trade on stocks, indices, and of course Forex, please follow the link below and click on this register button, where Boon Hui will speak to you on the 9th of March. Yeah, it's a Thursday evening. Yeah, probably after your work, just come down and we can actually trade together. Okay, so I'm done for this week's video, and hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you guys continue to stay tuned. If you have any requests and topics for me to cover next week, please do comment below and tell me what you would like to learn on harmonic trading. So I will try my best to fulfill your request and talk about it next week. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.